What's up, guys? Failed determined. We left off here. Looks like we're gonna pull a little cover back. Whoa, there's like a body under there. Back at it. The Witcher 3. Another walkthrough here, part 2. How are you guys? Good morning. It's Wednesday, June 3rd. So keeping busy here with new gameplays and vlogs and videos and all kinds of greatness, both on camera and off camera, on YouTube, off YouTube. So like I said, different style of game for a role-playing game here. Something that I'm not normally accustomed to. And if you saw the first gameplay from this, the first 20 minutes, walkthrough part 1, I'm real intrigued by the game. I mean, we're monsters. We've got all these mutation abilities, and Geralt here, he's just a bounty hunter for monsters. And, you know, I've got these senses and skills I can develop. And the cool thing, we talked about this in the first video, was that there's choices to make in the game. And those choices will impact, you know, the ending in the game. There's multiple endings. And multiple renditions within those endings, so you could actually beat the game one way and then go back and play it a different way and actually have a different ending. So I think that's very cool of a game to offer those alternate endings. It reminds me of like a kid when you're reading those books and it would say like, do this, go to page this, or if you wanted to do that, go to page that. So like here we can, I dreamt a car, we can really not talk about it. So again, those options. And I'm just trying to take the role of like just staying positive. I'm trying to take like the most ethical decisions, the ones they give me. Because I'm trying to end up with like the best outcome, you know, and be the most positive little bounty hunter I can while I search for monsters in this big open world, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So I'm on the PS4. Let's see, then we train with Siri. We will, not worried about that. So we'll make some decisions here. But yeah, the gameplay, like it is a role-playing game, so it's going to be a little different. You know, it's not just straight hand-to-hand combat. But I think as the game develops, we get further into the game, I think there'll just be a lot more going on. And definitely, you know, just a lot more action within the game. So I know that, you know, for some people, like, they just want fast-paced action. Some people really like a slower-paced game, you know, role-playing game style. So I've not really played one, you know, per se, but I'm going to enjoy it, I think. And like I said, the graphics, the quality on PS4, they look really sharp. I mean, they've done an amazing job with the animation, the art, the coloring, the lighting, just like the costumes, the, you know, set design, you know, what's going on, where they're at. Just a lot of attention to detail here. So the developers definitely had their hands full with this one. So you can see why it took 3 years for them to develop this one. So time to go, or we can talk more. Here's what I was going to show you. For example, if you repeat like yourself, say you know you selected the dialogue, and maybe you just selected the dialogue again, it'll repeat it. Or you could just continue, you know. So I just wanted to continue just to see would he change his answer. Or would he just keep saying the same thing? So that was just my way to kind of like, you know, test it out. So you guys can test it out too. I don't know if anybody's playing this, The Witcher 3 on PC or PS4, Xbox One. But let me know down in the comments below. We're capturing it using the Elgato HD60. So we're bringing it to you guys in full 1080p 60 frames. And then spend the time with the Final Cut Pro to edit and render these videos. So we give you that pristine audio quality and that just accentual. I don't even know what I was trying to say. I don't even know. I think I said about 18 words. Accentuates the video quality of this with the 1080p 60 frames. I guess that's more what I was trying to say. Little tongue twister on a Wednesday. But cranking out the videos. Hopefully you guys checked out all the Call of Duty videos yesterday. Because we had brand new maps. Yeah. Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice in certain situations. That's hilarious. The young thing, that's hilarious. Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind? Let's see. Looks like we're going to do a little trail riding here. Maybe jump on these horses. Check out that sunset, guys. That's pretty sweet. Let's see if we can get 100 likes today on walkthrough part 2 for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I'm also going to bring in more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the new maps, and that Skyrise map, just like Modern Warfare 2. Everybody's camping in it already. But this time we got awesome snipers, so I think I'm going to break out the Moore's Silver Bullet and then run through some sniping on the new Skyrise. We're going to mow down some monsters here. So now we've got some combat skills that we picked up, as well as some training that we did in tutorials in walkthrough part 1. So make sure you guys check that out. But we're fighting some monsters now. Looks like before we head off on the trail. So quest updated. Lilac and gooseberries. There they are again. Let's see. Oh, we're going to mount the horse. All right. Let's search around. Let's take a look what's going on. We can loot these monsters real quick and see what any type of goodies they might have. Me and extinguishing these fires. Oh, pull out my sword. Whoa. That was hilarious. I'm pulling out the sword to extinguish a fire. Whoosh. Use my little magic spells there. Alright, let me look around this area. See, when I've got the Witcher senses on, how the view kind of looks weird like that. That's just because it's trying to identify. See, like right there, those kind of fire-looking golden, reflective like bush and trees. So we're going to gather there. See what we can find here before we head out. So we're in Lilac and Gooseberries. One of the first, yeah, kind of like first little mission, you know what I mean? First little part in the world. Okay. So I'm just spending my time gathering some things here because I think it's going to be important down the road. Then we go to the shop and we can buy things and trade things and create things. So very interesting, you know, and it's like such a uncharted territory for me because it's just a game I've not... I mean, I saw it and I was like, wow, the graphics look amazing. I would like to check it out. It's got a cool storyline. It's something different than what I've played. And, yep, I'm liking it. Let's see if we can finish looting these guys here. Ooh, some little venom extract. So tons of stuff here to find and be found. There's some more loot there. There's another venom extract. See, all that I know is going to come into play when we want to trade into the store. There's some more stuff here. Just picking up loot. My poor little lonely horse over here. He's like, come on, Determined, let's get on the horse. Let's go. Let's ride me off into the distance. Off into the distance? No, off into the sunset. That's hilarious. My words are just all twisted up today, guys. But I know you guys don't mind because it's Phil Determined Gaming for Grandpa. I'll read that little letter on that tree. Grab any little type of intel that we possibly can. There's just tons of stuff. My looks like our buddy already took off on his horse because he's probably like, get on your horse, let's go. And instead I'm over here just looting all the bushes and finding everything, examining what's here. Oh, some white mystic pearls. And I'm going to have to go back and look through like the book and see what all this stuff is. So we got a new marker here at the crossroads. Probably should get on our horse now that our buddy's taken off. Get up on the horse. Oh, this is going to be fun. I've never ridden a horse in a game ever before. The first time for everything. Whoop whoop. Tim used to like driving cars in Forza, you know, but riding a horse? Now this is cool. I've never even ridden a horse in real life. I've barely even seen a horse in real life. A few of them, but this is very interesting. Sitting here galloping away on the PS4 and doing it for Gaming for Grandpa. Now my grandpa liked horses. I know he bet on the horses every once in a while, and I know friends that have done that. So, I mean, I'm a gambler, man, but I just don't do horse race betting or anything. I'm more like poker, blackjack, roulette, and just classic slot machines. You'd be surprised how much money you can win on a slot machine. You'd be surprised how much money you can lose at a slot machine, too. So, you can't mention the one without mentioning the other. I'm kind of like harnessing my skills here on my horse. So I've got extra speed I can do. I can do a gallop, which is kind of crazy. And you start galloping and then just kind of hold center where I'm at. So you can give a nice little pace there. But look all around this world that we're in, this open map. Everything's lush and green and the vegetation's growing. And what is going on over here? We got bodies hanging from the ropes over here. Now this is crazy. I'm going to read this here. Which I don't even know what language that is in. It's in Witcher language. I can't read it. Let's gather some ingredients here. I can't believe those bodies just hanging there by the ropes. It's horrible. That's horrible. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Let's see, we got some more goodies here. I'm just the little avid collector. I know a lot of my past games we've done walkthroughs or playthroughs or let's plays. You know, I've spent a lot of time in the world finding things, but it's always panned out. You know, like those missing intel and things like. You know, you get to the end of a game, and you're like, oh, I forgot to pick that up. You know, and then you got to go back, which is always fun. You know, to complete a game, but I try to get it along the way. Slows me down, I think, in the beginning, but in the long run, I think it saves me time from having to go back. Not that I wouldn't mind going back, but I think it just makes it easier. That's just my style, you know what I mean? You guys can play any way you want. But do you think we can hit 10,000 subscribers this week? And I hope so. I'm hoping to crank out a ton of videos. I'm hoping to also hit 50,000 subscribers on Fast Electronic and Loud. The reason is I'm going to be doing an Xbox One and a PS4 giveaway at 50,000. We're less than 1,300. It's like 1,200 and something away. So, guys, girls, kids, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, I need your help in sharing all the channels today and sharing the videos. We got to get to 50,000 on the main channel and 10,000 here. I'd love to see it happen by this weekend, because then I can post the Xbox One and PS4 giveaway, but then I can post a separate, yes, a separate giveaway for the Gaming for Grandpa channel, because it's important to me, all the support you guys have shown me, so I want to do something and get back to you. A few videos ago, we had talked about, you know, you guys can leave me giveaway ideas for 10,000 subscribers on this channel. What would be, you know, something cool to give back to all of you guys, just my way of saying thank you. So if you want, feel free to leave a comment on this video saying, hey Ryan, I'd like to, you should do an Elgato giveaway, or you should do an Xbox Live giveaway, or you should do a PlayStation Network giveaway. But just let me know down in the comments below, guys, while you're enjoying me get beat up by these monsters here by the beach. A little jump back action. It's like my little Exo side boost, you know, like in Call of Duty. He's got some skills, though. And these are only the beginning. I mean, as we develop Geralt the player, I mean, I'll develop more skills and spells and combinations. So that'll be cool to see how our character, you know, can fight and what his moves are now versus later in the series when we cover more gameplay. I'll be curious, you know, to see how well he can strike and punch and kick and use his sword, or what other type of spells or magical powers we got. I'm just, look at that. I'm just like, wow, in the water. Oh, that was kind of cool. It was underwater there for a second. Always been a fan, too, of open world games. Can make it a little more challenging, but definitely fun, because you're free to explore and roam. And, you know, this is a new game. I didn't play Witcher 1 or 2, so I'm just not familiar with it. So call me crazy. Maybe I should have done some background and played those first, but I'm like, you know what? I don't mind. I'll jump right in. And I think anybody could, you know, whether they've played the first one or second one. Because like I said, I don't know anything about this game or what happened in the first or second one, but I've got no problem jumping in and exploring and using my Witcher senses, and now we're getting to ride a horse, you know. I'm just like pillaging everything I can find. And it's like, I think these are like our people, so I don't want to like take their stuff, but it tells me, well, to examine it, so why not, you know? Like here, gather ingredients, okay. And I just feel bad because there's people around. I'm like, is this their town? Am I taking it? I jumped up with my sword, and that guy bolted. He was like, no way, that's determined over there. He's going to cut me with that sword. He ran. Put that sword in your sheath, gangster. The double sword. Still getting used to some of the buttons and controls. You guys know me. I'm always pressing 1,000 buttons too fast. Yeah, I was like, I think why or how that all started was with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You know, you'd press 1,000 buttons on PlayStation to do those epic tricks, and you didn't really know what you were doing. Some of you guys did. You'd, you know, press this button, and that button, and do a combination in Tony Hawk. But if you were like me, you were just pressing thousands of buttons, doing too many tricks, and basically praying that you landed it. You know what I mean? Dang, I just took off there on my horse. Like turbocharged horse. It's like the Dodge Challenger SRT horse. Took off. See ya, dude.
Come on now.
Oh, what's going on here? Sometime later, it says. Now that's funny. Sometime later. Like, how much time, I wonder? Just some time later. Not sure when, not how much time, but just sometime. That's a funny way to word that. Looks like we're rolling up on this wagon here. And looks like this big old monster bird is eating this person. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at this thing. Wow. Well, that bird was like the size of Detroit, Michigan. That thing was huge. Look out. Huh. Oh, wow. I just picked up the horse. That's crazy. Yeah, that wagon's donezo. Ooh, my guy's bleeding. He's bleeding out a little bit. He got bit by that big old pigeon. That's like a pigeon on steroids. That's not even a pigeon. That's like a freaking gangster, killer, medieval, prehistoric. I don't even know what kind of bird. But I'm really digging this guy's like blonde, grayish, longer hair. You know, blows in the wind. And look at this guy's haircut. He looks funny. Reminds me of one of the characters from Three Stooges. Got that like bowl style haircut. Very awkward. I think I had a very similar haircut when I was younger. That's funny. Back in my younger days. Back in my younger days. See, I was always a bigger kid, you know, and kids made fun of me. So for all those kids out there that have been a victim of bullying, you know, in school, I've been one too, man. And then I learned more about myself through that bullying experience. I learned it was actually, you know, a lot of people would be like, hey, little fat A, or you fat F. You know, they would say just horrible things every day. Hey, you big round head, or hey, you big fat butt, or you big fat ASS, or you big fat FUCK. It was just horrible. I endured a lot of that. But then I realized, too, obviously I was getting their attention. You know, I don't think they were jealous that I was fat, but obviously jealous is something in my life that I would create that attention for them, you know. So obviously they were lacking something in their life. As I got older, I realized what, you know, the understanding of bullying and self-esteem. But I was a victim of it myself when I was younger. But then I realized, you know what? I'm getting bullied and picked on about my size. And then it dawned on me, most of the people that were doing it were considerably smaller than me, you know. I'm like, sure, I'm fat round head, fat stomach, awkwardly uncomfortable in clothing. You know, very self-conscious even to this day about my weight and appearance, probably from that. But you know what? Then I realized I'm bigger than these kids for a reason, so I can beat their butt, you know what I mean? So I just started punching people. I got in fights and, you know, lost the first few, and then started winning pretty much everyone after that, because I just realized, well, I'm a good person. I try, but you're going to make fun of me. Well, you know, we're going to box, because I was just kind of tired of it. But I endured that from pretty much the time I was 9 years old until like 16, 17, all the way through high school. I mean, I deal with it now. Nobody really says, hey, you fat butt, you know, now, but I just, like, I'm 35, you know, I got, I'm probably the smallest I've been my whole life right now, other than when I was born, you know what I mean? Like, I wear like a 33 or 34 waist, which is probably back then I used to wear even bigger, so definitely self-conscious about that. But for you guys out there, anybody that's been a victim of bullying or currently being bullied now, it's horrible. If you've got weight issues, self-esteem issues, you should talk about it. You know, talk about it with somebody, but get it out while you're young, man, instead of waiting like I did and hold on to it, because it will affect you, you know, a little bit. I know my son sometimes gets bullied because the kids sometimes give him a hard time at school because he does YouTube and he's a gamer. So there's this kind of, you know, labeling that takes place, but they're just jealous because he's a cool kid. They're not, you know, and does YouTube, and they're just jealous and envy. I mean, jealousy and envy ruin the world. I talk about this all the time, but you know, if you were one of those people, you know, that's watching this video, that maybe you bullied somebody else when you were younger, or you're bullying somebody now, I'm gonna let you know the ideology behind a bully. You've got some issues yourself, and you need to fix those issues. And once you fix the issues inside yourself, the bullying can be avoided. And I know there's kids right now that are watching these videos of ours that bully other kids, you know, even bully kids in the comments. And that's like a form of cyberbullying. I mean, this stuff, unfortunately, guys, is costing people lives. Kids are killing themselves over depression. Kids are killing themselves because they don't feel like they fit in. Kids are constantly being poked fun of. I see it all the time in the schools. just observing other kids when we're at school functions. And it's just mind blowing. I mean, sure, we've all been kids before, but, I'm 35. My generation was a little different than the generation now. We didn't have the internet where everybody's just so quick to blast, be negative, and, take a shot at somebody where they can just basically hide behind the internet. You know what I mean? And it's horrible. So I'm actually, I was going to be talking more about this in a future vlog, just the impacts of bullying and talking about my experience with it on the receiving end of it. It's not pleasant. So I think it made me a stronger person. I think it gave me the strength of who I am today. I'm determined. You guys know for a reason, but it's kind of funny. I think back now to all those people that made fun of me in school, referencing my fat circular head or my round head, or, hey, you fat ASS, or you fat FUCK 100 times a day. All those people, do you know what's crazy? Is about 9 out of 10 of them aren't really doing anything with their life right now. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I own my own successful business in Springfield, Illinois for almost 3 years now. A master's degree with high honors from the University of Illinois in computer science. I've had a pretty great life, things I've done, and I didn't see any of those accomplishments, lists of accomplishments on those people that bullied me. So, what does that tell you? Now, was it fun to be a victim of bullying? No. Did it make me stronger in the end? Absolutely. Did it motivate me to become a better person for the next guy? Absolutely. I talk to my son all the time about being the bigger person, try to always be positive, encourage the next guy, inspire the next guy. People are so quick to beat someone down mentally, physically, and emotionally. We need to lift people up, guys, spiritually, emotionally. If you can help a friend financially, do it. It'll come back tenfold. If you can help a friend who's down on their luck, help them out. If you see somebody being bullied, go over to that bully, knock them right in their face, knock them right on the ground. Because I'm going to tell you what, a lot of these bullies are soft. They look tough, they act tough, they got friends, they might be tough. But you walk up to a bully, you're a kid today, you're getting bullied. I don't want to say hitting other people is right. But if someone places their hands on you, you absolutely 110% have the right to defend yourself. So if you're being a victim of bullying and it becomes physical, they put their hands on you, you reach back and punch that bully right in his nose. You just break that nose. Yeah, you're probably going to get sued. You're probably going to get in trouble. However, there's going to be two great things that are going to happen in that moment. Two positive things. One, that bully will never mess with you again. Two, that bully will then begin to reform. He will start to correct his own behaviors inside because one of his bullying victims basically just handed him his face, his nose in their hand. He will change, and you yourself will grow some self-esteem. Now, please, don't go break some poor kid's nose and have your parents sue me because I told you to do it during a Witcher 3 walkthrough part 2 video. However, just, was kind of talking, and the thought dawned on me, and I was like, you know what? We'll talk about it. We're just kind of, going through this game here, and we're in the shop right now, looking at all our different items, but I didn't mean to get too far off on the tangent of bullying, but that's just kind of the premise for an upcoming vlog and potentially a new bullying and cyberbullying project. I've recently just become a fan of helping others, along the way. And a lot of comments I read on videos, they tell me they look forward to my content, or they don't have a lot of friends, or they get picked on at school. I've read this in comments on my videos. So I know that people are out there getting bullied, and it just makes me sick to my stomach that one kid is impacting another kid to the point where that kid is, maybe taking drugs or trying to kill himself. And it's just, when is it going to stop? I know I'm not enough to stop it. I know that you guys watching this video is not enough, but I think the more we talk about subjects and topics like this while we're playing great games, the more we can engage in discussion down below in the comments, I think the better we can serve the community, at Gaming for Grandpa and Team Fell Nation. So, a little sideline here on this Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, little gameplay action for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it, full detail. We'll get, like I said, do more walkthroughs of this role-playing game. But importantly, guys, some giveaway ideas down there in the comments would be awesome to hear from you guys. Some feedback for what we could do for a giveaway for 10,000 subscribers. And then also down in the comments, guys, let's go ahead and open the forum, open the discussion now for bullying. Have you been a victim of bullying? Let's talk about that in the comments below. And like I said, if you'd rather not talk about it and keep it personal, I completely understand. If you'd rather like send me a message privately on Facebook or Twitter, I'd love to talk to you about it. So I'm not throwing this out here to bait any of you guys for you to tell me your horrible bullying stories. I'm only doing this because I think it's a great topic, and I think it's something we should discuss, and it's something I plan on discussing more in great detail. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on it now down in the comments below, because I kind of like duped that guy there for his knowledge. I'm like, what? You said what? What'd you say? It's so funny. Could have gone anywhere, huh?
Could have gone anywhere.
He's like, huh?
The freak's taken Micah's mind.
He's like, oh, it's freaking. Yep, that was my spell. You want to? I'll cast a spell on you. But we'll leave it off here for you guys. Don't want to keep the videos too long. We'll finish exploring the world in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on PS4. It's your boy Fell Determined. If you enjoyed the video today, please click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. And leave me a comment down below about cyberbullying, guys, and bullying in general. Have a great day.